Hey guys, it's Autumn Northcutt, and I'm going to share with you all you need to know about Farties, which are your faraway parties. These are going to be for customers who live out of town, who you won't be seeing. These are going to be maybe some of your customers, somebody who's interested, just anyone that doesn't live down the road or anyone you wouldn't be seeing. How can you have a party with them? Because it doesn't matter if they're 500 miles away, you can still have a party with them. First, let's start with the different styles of online parties. So online parties, they will have a link that everyone will order from, and it adds up onto their rewards. So their orders are going onto the party link and they're adding up on that party order, and then that's how they get their rewards. So of course, first things first, you'll want to make the link. You want to go ahead and have that link ready. Go ahead and have it made. Go ahead and send it to your host. That way she has it. I have found if you go ahead, she or he has it. I found that if you go ahead and send it to them, that way they have it. And if someone wants to order early before the party officially starts, they can go ahead. It's already set up and ready to go. The different styles of online parties. First things first, you could have a Facebook party with an online party. Facebook party, I like to make them into groups. With groups, you can do either where you post a lot, like 5 times a day-ish, and go live a couple times throughout the party. You can also, a second way to do that with the Facebook party would be where you can just do minimum posts, so very, very little post, and have them be as interactive as possible kind of post. And then you go live on one day. And that one day is already scheduled and it's already set up for you to be going live at that certain time. That way the customers, the guests, all of them know your host. He knows exactly when they need to be on too. They know when to tell their guest when it's happening. So those are the 2 separate ways with Facebook. And then also there's text parties. So a text party could be for someone who doesn't have a Facebook, for someone who's not really interested in having a Facebook party. This would be where you tell them what they need to send their friends and family through a text, personal message, phone call, however they're communicating with them. Heck, if even they're at work with them, what do they need to say to them? How can they approach them about this? So you want to go ahead and have all that information ready for your host. So we have those 3 different ways. Those are the ways that I totally recommend doing if you were doing an online party. Again, if you are doing a group in Facebook, and I 100% recommend to use some sort of way of scheduling your post, which you can schedule within the group. But a better way that I have found that I am absolutely loving is a thing called Vizly. It's Vizzlie, Vizly.com. Go on there. You can go ahead and make a template. Have that template, and you can use that same template for multiple different groups and multiple different parties. It saves a lot of time. It's pretty awesome. I don't want to go over too much about it because there's so much information out there. Just go check it out, because I'm telling you, scheduling posts is a way to work smarter and not harder. And it is a way for you to have multiple parties at one time without the worry of, oh my gosh, did I forget to post today? You want to keep it consistent. So you don't want to have to be worrying all day long about posting. If they're already scheduled, you're good to go. So number 1 most important thing about an online party, about a Facebook party, about a text party, about all of it is host coaching. Host coaching is everything. This is when you communicate with your host. You want to be communicating with your host before the party. You want to be communicating with them during the party. You don't want to drive them crazy, but you want to be open for if they have questions, for if their guests have questions. You want to be in communication with them. And then also what you tell them before the party and during is very important. Have your hosts personally invite the people they're inviting on Facebook. Make sure that they are personally reaching out to every single person that they have as guests for their party. You want to make sure they're texting them, personally messaging them, calling them, whatever. They need to be on one-on-one communication with their guest for it to be a successful party. If they are not communicating with their guests one-on-one, it's probably not going to be a successful party. And if you tell your host, hey, like, it's really super important for you to be as interactive and to reach out to these people one-on-one, that's super important, and it's a great way for you to get your rewards, make sure you tell them that, because some people never had a Facebook party before. They have no idea what they're doing. That's what we're here to do, is to help them have the most successful party possible. Tell them, again, be as interactive as possible. If I post something, please, if you love that product, say something about it. Be as interactive. If it's something you're interested in, say, oh, I'm so excited to try this. If the customers, if the guests see that their host is being super interactive and they're interested, then they're going to say, oh, wow, she's really interested. He's really interested. I want to be interested. Tagging, tell them, go ahead to feel free. If they see something their mother-in-law would love or their sister would love, tag them. Say, hey, this is a warmer I totally thought you would love. Tag them, be interactive. And also, I love the idea of having them share their stuff that they use in their home in the party. So if they have a favorite warmer, or if they love the counter cleaner or washer whiffs, sharing that in the party, having them take a photo of them using the product in their house so their guests can see, wow, she really uses this and she loves this and she's my friend and I trust her. Another thing that I absolutely love to do is to send packets in the mail. So because these people are out of town and you're not going to see them, you don't get to give them samples and all the good stuff like people would do in a home party. So why not send samples in the mail? So you don't want to do anything that's going to be out of your budget. Have a budget. So if you want to send just the host something that she could give out to her friends and family, or, if you want to send something to all the guests or just 10 guests, whatever you want to do, whatever's in your budget, do it how you want to do it. I promise that it just is the thought that counts. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to go, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money. A great way, if you're on a budget and you want to send something to the host, but you also want to send something to our guest, just send them a postcard, because a postcard stamp is way cheaper. Send them a postcard with scratch and sniff stickers on it and just say, hey, I hope scratch and sniff all these stickers and I hope you find some scents you love. You could do that. You could actually send them felt samples in the mail through an envelope, which is one stamp. For the host, you could send her a bunch of samples in a packet. You could send it in like a mailer, clear mail, whatever you want to send it in, however you want to do it. There's so many ideas out there. It's just finding what works with you and your budget. You just want to make sure that you send them something you don't need back. So you're going to want to send samples, you're going to want to send old testers, you're going to want to send testers you made yourself, just something you don't need them to send that back. You want to send them something that they can keep. Also, if you're going to be sending anything to customers, what I would do is make a Google form. Promise it's simple. Give it a try. We all don't know how it goes till we do it. Make a Google form. Have that Google form link be shared into the party or through a text, and have them fill out their name and their contact information, their mailing address, and what scents they usually like. That way you can send them scents and samples on things they actually like, because we all know that if you send something that someone likes, that's a better way of them wanting to order because it's a scent they love. Just a great idea. And I just want you guys to understand the biggest thing about parties and about online parties and Facebook parties and text parties and all that jazz is finding what works for you. Finding what brings you joy, finding what makes you happy, finding what works with the host and with her guest. Trial and error is everything. Try it out for a month. Give it a month. Give it your all for a month on a couple of parties, a certain way. And if it doesn't work that way, tweak it. Tweak it some more. Do this, do that. Tweak it. Do this, do that. Try this new way, and find what works. If it doesn't work, stop doing it and try a new way. It's all about trial and error, and it's all about finding what brings us joy, and it's all about just trying something new, because we're going to be out of our comfort zone. But remember, if you're not out of your comfort zone, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're not going to get to where you want to go. So that is all I have for faraway parties and farties. Thanks for joining, and I am so excited. You guys are taking this leap in your business. It is going to pay off so much. I promise it will if you just do it. Do it.